Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set up. 70. Indy. X3. 218. Chopper. 5. Get ready.
On 1st and 10. Patterson. Oh, wide open. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Giants take over first down. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option.
Ready.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Quit talking about it.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
We go. AT Gator.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Let's go.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless. And so am I.
Loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Golden Tate. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option.
Ready. Hang two, sir.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Ready.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And surprisingly, they take a knee. And no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
Ready to break.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And down to a knee. Well, that's one option.
Ready. 60 or.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
Now.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for New York. Six nothing our score after one. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. It's now third.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
3 down, 3 down.
Get it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Set up. 18 Gator.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Say go.
And they will take a knee here.
Jones on the keeper.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Topper. Shoot.
And they take a knee.
Jones on the keeper.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. Returnable here from the 38. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Got it. Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Now.
And they take a knee.
Jones on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Check. T39.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jones on the keeper. 3 plays and out. It's 4th.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback on the keeper.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Get it.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
3 down. 5.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Ready?
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Two.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
Ready.
Hey, watch the lane.
And down to a knee. Well, that's one option.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Now it's Tate. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Sneak them.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless. And so am I.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
So nice number one.
On first down, Barkley. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's complete to Gallman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Under 10. Under 10. 10. No. Off.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 50. Check 50.
They go with White on the counter. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? 30 base.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. So Mike number 1.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Steve Griffin.
Throwing again. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll run with White. Now White lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
90, hey, wahoo! Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards and a giant 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones out to the right here to Shepard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Jim. Check 26, check 26. Snap.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. 80 weapons. We won it. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Ready. 18 Gators. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Get it.
On second down, it's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Check 31. Slant.
Here's White. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This is Howard on second down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check 99. Check 99. Protein spill. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. But this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye, but the defender's coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Y'all playing the wrong football. You draw quarter.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Wayne Goldman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
You think you're going to get this?
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep now. Rodgers. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go. 18 Gator. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Shoot.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
On 2nd down now. It's White. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This time, the extra point up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Eagles, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Giants, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and